Hello, good afternoon. Okay, so I figured I'd give this a try. I don't know if this thing is going to get in my way, but I'm going to give this a try on rolling some of these. Now, I took my big stack of 4-inch, took my big stack of 4-inch long papers and I cut them down to 2 inches. So I have a bunch of 2-inch ones in here and I have a bunch of glued 4-inch ones. I haven't done any kind of gluing with the these 2-inch strips. I have this much left. I figured I would do a little rolling and you know, I don't know. I have not figured out what I'm going to do with these yet. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the ones I glued together. So, I'm not the best at doing this yet. And wow, I got that on the first try. That's just luck. I'm not very good at rolling this straight. So, I end up sometimes with where I have to level it out. But this one actually was pretty good. So, I just squish the ends and level it out. And I don't really have much to talk about. Although, I got to admit, this week has been, not just this week, but last week, I've been a little bit down. Recently, I cut some ties with some people that were a bit on the not very helpful side when it came to my sobriety and going to meetings. They were just having a hard time understanding why I was having a hard time with the religious aspects of with things, you know, and I just had to cut ties. Now this way I get glue all over my hands. Thought I heard someone at my front door. So I was trying to listen. I guess not. Thought I heard someone though. But anyway, so I've been down because I've been trying to contact some of the people that I did keep in contact with. You know, some of the people that, you know, weren't being butts to me because of, you know, my choice in religion and, well, their lack thereof, I should say. But, you know, you find out pretty quick who your real friends are once they find out that you're an atheist. I find that a lot of church-going people are more understanding if you tell them you're agnostic. Because that means that you do believe in some kind of thing, which means that you can be saved. I don't know, but I have found that the people that when they find out that you're an atheist, they either A, don't understand what that means, or B, they want to try to change your mind. And, you know, this one person, she is like, I want to go and do these activities with you, but every time I try to do stuff with her, I hear nothing back on texts. And it's rather frustrating. I don't know. So I just said, I don't want to bother anymore. So I've been kind of down a little bit because of that. So I haven't even really played much of WoW either. I was working on my fishing for my Legion fishing to get a different skin color for my fishing artifact weapon or whatever, my fishing pole. It's not, I don't know why they would call it a weapon. It's not, because I can't even use any of my abilities when I have it out equipped. But anyway, to get a green look instead of I think orange, or red maybe. I'm not sure. There's fin things on it that you can change the color of if you have certain achievements. And of course, my husband again told me that because I don't raid and that I prioritize getting achievements and farming things over raiding, that I play the game wrong. And so he likes to go, oh, what's your gear score at now? And I'm like, whatever. I was like, my retort with him is, oh, what's your achievement points at? Although mine aren't that great either. Some of the ones I'm stuck on, for some of them, I need a group to do, or just for the mechanic purpose alone, not because it's challenging, but whatever. Anyway, that's just him being difficult, because there's a certain way he likes to play, which is fine. He wants to raid, let him raid. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't feel like raiding is my thing anymore. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing it if it was like during the daytime when I have nothing else going on, but I don't want to do it on my weekends, and I wouldn't mind doing it on, well, I don't know. Kind of like having my weekends open, but I really would like a daytime one. But anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now. Like I said, I really don't have much to talk about. I made this ham. It ended up being a ham stew. Oh, shoot, I forgot to video how it turned out. Generally, when I make these. But anyway, yeah, I made this. So I had a little mini bone-in ham. It was so cute. And I just threw it in the crock pot with a half a red onion, and just because I had some, see, like how this one's crooked? Whatever. I'm not a machine. I'm not going to make them all perfect. So I just kind of try to straighten it out as best I can, and then tighten it up, because, well, whatever. Anyway, so I made that last night. That ended up turning out really good. Yeah, slow cooking a ham in the crock pot is like really easy. And it turned out really good. I ended up taking out the ham and taking the bone out, and I ended up, what did I do? Oh, I took the bone or ham out, and then I cut the bone out. Well, actually, I didn't have to cut the bone out. It kind of just fell off the bone. It was very nicely done. And I just cut the pieces of ham up and threw them back in the crock pot. And it made this really good stew, I suppose. So, and I didn't add any flavorings because I was just banking on the ham giving flavor to everything. And I was right. I'm very glad I did not add any extra salt. It did not need it. It wasn't too overly salty, but I do have a husband who has high blood pressure, and I do have to watch some of that sometimes. Yeah, this is another one of those things. If you don't like getting glue all over your hands, this isn't the craft for you. I have so much magazine paper. If you have any suggestions on what I could do with, not necessarily like doing this or making beads or whatever, but if you have a suggestion on what I can do with all my extra, people have gifted me stacks upon stacks of magazines. I've been collecting them because they just come in the mail, and I don't know. I have so many that I need to work through, and they just keep piling up because I am not going through them as fast as I'd like. And I honestly do get bored of doing like, making, just rolling these after a while. I get bored of doing those. So then I want to, change up my paper bead craft into doing like, I can't get to them from here. I have to wait until my fingers unglued. Or like those paper bead flowers that I have been showing, these here. I just have various projects I need to work on that keep me busy, keep my brain thinking of other things. So yeah, I mean, I would even be all right with like paper mache. I'd be all right with doing something like that. I have made paper mache balloon pinatas before. That turned out pretty good. I wish I had video. I didn't video back then. I wish I had done videos when my kids were little, like how I do my videos now. I wish I had done that back then, because there were some kind of cool crafty things that I did for my kids when they were younger. Like one year I made pumpkins, and I had painted faces on them, just generic white face with a black pupil, and then a smiley face, and then little tiny pumpkins, those little gourd pumpkins. And because one of my kids' birthdays is in September, and you know, for her birthday party, I had all her friends come over, and they put little fuzzy things on the head, on the, where, you know, you got the stem, and then I put like those fuzzy boa things that you can get and see in the craft store. They're fuzzy and they're long little snake things. I bought like a couple of those, and I cut them into sections that you could just fold, and, you know, go like that, a ring of fuzzy around the top of the pumpkin. And I gave those to the kids. I made ghosts, little ghosts out of, I can't remember if it was cheesecloth or, I can't remember, but they were cloth ghosts, and I filled them with cotton or the stuff that you would like fill a pillow with or whatever, that fiber fluffy stuff. And then I painted faces on them and tied them onto strings, because that was another, because, you know, her birthday's, you know, close to Halloween, and that was what I did theme. You know, all those types of things. That would have been so fun to do, you know, back in the day. When, now that I've got older teenagers, you know, pretty much out of high school teenagers, they don't want to do that stuff anymore. Although I did ask my youngest daughter when she has this one friend who she has this one friend whose mom will not let her have sleepovers because she's not a very trusting mother, which I don't understand, you know, but whatever, that's fine. Anyway, you know, I said, you know, I would make bath bombs. I thought that would be a great birthday, you know, a sleepover activity for a 15, 16-year-old kid. You know, my youngest is 15, so I thought that'd be a great 15-year-old and 16-year-old, you know, item to do. My older one doesn't care about crafts, so she wouldn't care. But if she wanted to, she could. But my younger one's the one that likes to do bath bombs and stuff. Now see, this one is stuck. I can't get it to move off of the thing. There we go. But I suppose this will have to be my last one. My iPhoto thing does not like it. It says my videos are too long if I try to upload it. And, you know, and it's over 15 minutes. So I'm just going to have to go with what it's at right now, which I see is 13 and a half minutes. So I talked about random whatevers, and hopefully you got to see me make some of these. Like I said, I'm not really having a bad week or anything, so I didn't really have much to talk about. But I can always find things to talk about, so a day in the life of me. I can always find some way to entertain people. But I made, let's see, on camera, I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hard to tell. I would have to recount. It doesn't matter. Okay, you have a great rest of your afternoon. I'm going to roll some more of these because I'm in the mood. So, okay, all right, bye.